Now, this particular show is something that I've been contemplating whether or not we should produce it or not. But today I just said, you know what, the hell with it. Let's produce it. So before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now, this is going to be an interesting show. The two biggest supporters in all of media, the two biggest in sports media, are Shannon Sharp and Nick Wright of LeBron James. Those are the two biggest guys, right? Two biggest guys on the same network. Shannon is a funnier, kind of, witty kind of version of a supporter, whereas Nick Wright is just flat out annoying and straight up disrespectful with his disrespect when it comes to disrespecting Jordan and Kobe and all of that. Nick Wright really didn't like Kobe. Go pull up some Nick Wright videos of him talking about Kobe Bryant. And that's why I was like, man, nobody wants to see your crocodile tears when you saw the guy pass away. You never liked him. You never liked him. Now, if you guys have been following this channel for the past, let me say, year and a half, you'll remember me saying this, that the fundamental reason I don't take Nick Wright serious when it comes to talking about basketball and this GOAT debate is simply this. Nick Wright was the first person I ever heard say out of his mouth that at no point in time throughout Kobe Bryant's NBA career was he ever the best player in the world. Nick Wright said that. For some people that may not believe that, yes, he said that. The fundamental reason I believe he said that was simply because he doesn't want any of you guys to think that at any point in time anybody was better than LeBron James at any point, that nobody existed, meaning from the moment he walked into the NBA, he was the best player for the entire 20. That was his motivation for saying that. I mean, at least that's what I think, based on why I think he's doing that. There's also some Twitter posts out there of Nick Wright not even basically saying Kobe and Jordan are better than LeBron, but like in the 2000s, he said that. So that's the first thing. I also believe the reason why he constantly takes shots at Kevin Durant and basically tries to create the narrative that at no point in time in the NBA was Kevin Durant ever the best player in the world was because he doesn't want, again, people to feel like there was somebody on the same level of LeBron. That's the reason he does it. That's why Kevin Durant calls him Nicky, right? And it's always been kind of speculated that he's affiliated with LeBron's team. Now, there's never been any conclusive evidence to support this, at least from those on the outside. But yesterday, I saw a show on, was it Too Raw for TV, and he's the one that hit me to this. Clicked on it, and he said something about Nick Wright finally admitted. So I asked him, I said, but where's the clip? So he posted a clip. And I went to go watch the clip. And funny enough, it was a clip I saw, but I didn't see it in its entirety. I saw the beginning of it because they were talking about Ben Simmons. So I didn't watch the full clip. So I watched it, the timestamp, and he told me to go watch the clip. And in that clip, Nick Wright basically openly admitted his affiliation to LeBron's camp. So what we want to do is we want to play what he had to say there, and then we're going to come back and react to his comments. Take a listen to that.
Two, when he was sitting down while LeBron broke the record, he said, it's because we were losing, even though LeBron's shot had cut the game to 5 and he had a full quarter to play. He just was locked in and kind of like that. And now, for some reason, he deletes his Instagram. Like, man, if you want to do it, just do it the full way.
So I think he is so I don't know what's happening with Anthony Davis. My theory the night of the record was that his name had popped up in trade rumors and it really angered him and bothered him. And again, I want to make it very clear because I know people know that I have some connections to certain guys or agencies or whatever. I have no inside information on that whatsoever. It was just we thought KD might be being shopped. We then found out he was being shopped. We knew the Lakers were engaging the Nets about Kyrie. It seemed only logical that Rob Pelinka, even though, I don't think he's necessarily the savviest GM, he might throw Kevin Durant's name out there, see if he's available, and the only way to get him would be to trade Anthony Davis. But last night's game was an abomination.
So you heard what he had to say. He was like, we heard that this and this was happening and Kevin Durant had become available. So we were, and I'm like, wait, we? I thought you worked for Fox Sports. What do you mean we? Where'd you get the we from? I'm like, oh, so you're including yourself in the mix of people that would, why ask yourself a fundamental, why would Nick Wright know that? Why would he refer to himself as we? Why? And there he admitted his affiliation. So I have a question for you guys. And I want you guys to actually respond to it in the comment section. If you found out that I was affiliated with Jordan Brand, like affiliated with them, like for real, affiliated with Jordan Brand. If you found this out, that I was affiliated with Jordan Brand, right? Would you still take me seriously when it comes to my opinions about Michael Jordan? Or would you say, no, even though he's affiliated, I believe that he's coming from a genuine place? What would you think of me? What would you think of me? Would you think I would have an interest in promoting Jordan all the time? Don't you think there would be something in it for me to constantly promote Jordan? That's what the obvious person would think. At no point in time have you ever heard anybody say that Jordan Brand sponsors Dreamerspro. Never happened. Ain't looking for it to happen. And I'm going to go back to a point I made yesterday. The problem with getting too close to the people you cover is that you risk not telling your audience the truth. In my view, and I could be, you know what? I could be 100% wrong. I could be wrong. But my view of us creating a sports media talk show platform is to give my honest opinions to the audience we create and build. I never thought that I would say things just to get an audience to placate to a specific player. I don't think that's within the scope of my job. I don't think that would also make me ethical, because I'm not telling my audience what I truly believe. I'm being influenced to speak like that, and I couldn't do it. Some people say, hey, you want to work for ESPN? No, I don't, because I would love to be in a position to say what I really believe and not be coerced into saying something I don't believe. I can't act good enough to do it. Some people can do it. I can't. And the money, okay, they'll pay you 10. I don't care. Money is not everything. That may be a newsflash to some people, but money ain't everything. To me, I never took Nick Wright seriously. Some people did, because he wears a suit and he comes on TV and he has a large vocabulary, so some people take him seriously. I don't. I don't take the majority of his opinions serious. When he says that Michael Jordan is the third greatest player of all time, to me, that is cuckoo talk. Nick Wright came out in 2016 and said LeBron had already passed MJ after he won the finals. Who else would say something like this? Like, who else would say something that ridiculous and actually be serious and then try to come up with all type of obscure arguments to make their point? To me, I think it's a joke, but this really doesn't surprise me. You know, it doesn't really surprise me, the things people do.